Samastitihi. Inhale, reach the arms skyward. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, extend, open the front side body. Hands down, step it back, slow lower, elbows close as you come down. Press the top of the feet into the mat, inhale, cobra. Squeeze between the shoulder blades, exhale, hold. Strong through the arms, inhale, up dog. Open the front side body, curl the toes under. Exhale, down dog. Breathe, one, wide fingers and palms. 2, 3. Anchor through the ball of the hand and the heel of the hand. Breathe 4 as evenly as you can. Breathe 5. Inhale, feet to hands. Exhale, head down. Inhale, sweep up, standing mountain, arms overhead. Exhale. Let's do that again. Sun salutation A. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale, hands down, step it back, slow lower, elbows close, firm your thighs. Inhale, up dog, squeeze along the backside body. Curl the toes under, exhale. Down dog, push the floor away. Here's an opportunity to feel the weight-bearing evenness between the ball of the hand and the heel of the hand. The ball of the foot, and if the heels are thinking about moving towards the mat, breathe 3. To feel an awareness, a gentle bend of the elbows to make the muscles work, breathe 4 through the forearms and the biceps, triceps. And breathe 5, firming the thighs. Inhale, feet to hands. Exhale, head down. Inhale, sweep up, standing mountain, arms overhead. Exhale. Bend the knees, inhale, fierce pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, half forward bend. Exhale, step it back, elbows close, slow lower. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward, warrior 1, coming up and feel the weight even between both feet, and then exhale, hands down. Step it back, slow lower. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot steps forward, warrior 1. Exhale, hands down, step it back, slow lower. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe 1. Take notice of the feet. Breathe 2. Feel the muscular arch engage. Breathe 3. Feel the stretch along the back of the lower leg. Breathe 4. Firm the thighs. Breathe 5. Inhale, feet to hands. Exhale, head down. Bending the knees, inhale, fierce pose. And exhale, release. Widen the stance. Sit your bottom back, hands to thighs. Open the front side body. Squatting and feeling. Bring your attention to the ball of the feet, the heels, the toes lifting. Maybe bring the forearms to thighs, hold. Draw the shoulders back and down. Draw the belly in. Hold. You could stay here. You could bring the hands to thighs. You could be a little lower. You could be a little higher. You decide. Roll up on the ball of the feet and down. Again, roll up on the ball of the feet and down. Roll up on the ball of the feet and down. Roll up on the ball of the feet and down. Roll up on the ball of the feet and hold. Breathe. 1. Firm the thighs. 2. Anchor through the lower leg and foot. 3. Spine long. 4. And 5. Slow lower. Inhale, stretch all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. Let us come into variation. We're going to come down onto the mat. So inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward bend. Hands to mat. Step the feet back. Down dog. Roll way up on the ball of the feet. Like stiletto heels. Downward dog on the ball of the feet. Push the floor away. Now bend the knees. Hold with the heels up as high as they'll go. Breathe. Now straighten the knees. Hold. Stretching, stretching. Keep the heels trying to stay on the mat and bend the knees slightly. So if the heels don't touch the mat, that's okay, but you're still going to that place where the heels are trying to reach the mat, and now give the knees a little bit of a bend and notice what you feel. Breathe. While you're doing that, see if you can lift the toes up. The ball of the feet are still on the mat. The heels are trying to touch the mat. The knees bilaterally, they're both bent slightly, and you're recognizing some sensation along the lower ankle maybe. And now release, bend the knees, put the knees down onto the mat. Lying on your spine, knees bent. We have a big focus on what's happening at the lower leg and foot. We begin with bridge pose, back of the head, anchored into the mat. Shoulders right and left anchored into the mat. Palms anchored into the mat, holding steady in this position. Breathing. Press through the arms, wide thumbs, wide fingers, ball of the hand and heel of the hand on the mat. Firm the thighs, firm the arms, firm the feet muscles, squeeze the buttocks, lift the hips, hold. I like to shimmy my shoulders down a little bit. Once again, press through the arms, hold. Press through the feet, firm the buttocks, hold. Keep the position and roll the heels up off the mat. Breathe, hold. Drop the heels down and then roll up again, hold. Drop the heels down, roll up again, hold. Similar to what we did when we were standing. Drop the heels down. Notice if the ball of the big toe is coming off the mat. Drop the heels down, roll up, hold. Drop and roll up and hold. Now hold there for a little while. Breathe. 1, press through the arms, press through the ball of the feet. Breathe. 2, squeeze the backside body. Breathe. 3. Breathe. 4. Breathe. 5. Heels come down. Lift the top of the feet. The ball of the feet come off the mat in bridge and down. Lift up again. They might not lift very high and down. Lift the ball of the feet, toes up and down. Squeeze the buttocks, press through the arms, lift the ball of the feet up and down. And one more. Lift up and hold firm, breathe. Take the arms to the ceiling. Extend the wrists, bend the elbows, press. Toes are still up, hands are down, toes come down. Press into your upper quadrant action through bridge pose. And if you're a backward bender, then you press. Never matters, because just by getting into bridge, You are already in the fundamental and very important slow lower process of a backward bend. Slowly release, hug the knees in close. Shoulders to pelvis. Dorsiflex the ankles. Circle the thighs. Breathe. Pay attention to what you feel in the hip sockets, in the gluteals. Reverse the circles in your low back, in your sacrum. Coming back to center. Dorsiflex the ankles. I'm going to lift my lower legs a little bit and widen the thighs. Now, here's an interesting position. This is a moment of external rotation and internal rotation. Now, I'm going to face external rotation of the thighs, the heels come center. Internal rotation, the heels go out. And just kind of notice what you feel is happening. If you put your hands on your thighs, rotating externally, internally. Breathe. With the knees bent, you can kind of see that action now. We're going to straighten the knees. Internal rotation, external rotation. When the legs are straight, it almost makes sense because if you follow the toes, internal rotation of the hips, the toes go in. External rotation of the hips, the toes go out. It gets a little bit complicated just because of what you're seeing with the feet when the knees are bent. So internal rotation with the leg straight, external rotation with the leg straight. Now, come to neutral, bend the knees, internal rotation. If you look at the toes, you could see it, but when you see the heels are doing opposite. So just something to be thinking about. Internal rotation, heels go out. External rotation, heels come in when the knees are bent. Place the feet down. Legs are very wide. Dorsiflex and try to get the feet as wide as they can. Dorsiflex the ankles. Anchor, and now imagine or encourage a moment of external rotation. Hold and breathe. You could even use your hands to hold. I've started by using the muscles. And breathe. 1. Firm the buttocks if you choose. Breathe 2. My left heel doesn't want to stay there. Breathe 3. Breathe 4. There's a moment of external rotation. Push the heels into the mat. Squeeze the buttocks. Breathe 5. Now we're going to internally rotate from this position. The heels stayed where they were. The thighs drop in. You hold. Breathe. 1. So notice what you feel. 2. Using your muscle energy to push the thighs down. Breathe 3. Yeah, you could use your hands too, but 4. Notice what you feel at the hip socket. This is really important. We've been mobilizing the ankles, foot, ankles, knees, and now the hips throughout this whole process. And now come up. As you inhale and exhale, step the feet close to one another, soles of the feet touch one another, press the thighs out. Now, we're going to start with the feet, the knees fairly straight as you move into a moment of external rotation through the hip socket. The feet are fairly far apart. My soles of the feet are just touching. Notice what that feels like. Dorsiflex the ankles. Now my heels are touching and I'm rotating outward. Breathe. Press through the hands, heels touching. Breathe. Lift the hips if you choose. Breathe. 1. 2. Squeeze the buttocks. 3. 4, and now slowly release. Bend the knees a little bit more. Let the soles of the feet touch. Keep externally rotating. Use the muscles to feel the sensation of the thighs pressing out to the side. Breathe. Push the soles of the feet together. Press to the arms. Squeeze the buttocks. Lift the hips. Hold. Breathe. 1. Doesn't matter how high. 2. 3. 4. 5. Slowly lower as you inhale and exhale. Keep pressing the thighs outward. Bend the knees as much as you are able to, drawing the heels up to your center and press the thighs outward. Can you firm the buttocks? Can you push the soles of the feet together and firm the buttocks? Press the arms right next to you. This is our butterfly press with the heels as close to your center as possible. Squeeze and lift. Breathe 1. Breathe 2. Breathe 3. Breathe 4. And 5. Slowly lowering as you inhale and exhale. Allow the thighs to come back to center. Hug the knees into chest. Lift your head and shoulders. Curl yourself into, I don't know, this doesn't really look like a ball. So we're just kind of rolling up. Breathe. Feel your low back, feel your hips, feel your thighs. Just notice where you are, feel your breath. Maybe take the hands behind your thighs and possibly roll a little bit. This isn't important that it's a big one. Just notice. Mobilizing through the spine. We've been mobilizing the ankles, feet, knees, lower legs, hips, spine. We've been mobilizing through the shoulders, elbows, wrists, and hands, all the way up to the head. When you're ready, rolling up, hugging in close if it honors you, and then slowly rolling down. Taking the right thigh, crossing way over the left thigh, and squeezing the inner thighs to center, maybe wrapping the lower legs, taking the left arm and crossing it over the right elbow. Our eagle's posture is arms and legs. Thighs drop to the left. Arms attempt to move towards the right or stay right. Centered. Breathe 1. Looking over the right shoulder. 2. 3. 4. 5. Coming back center as you inhale and exhale. Unwrapping the arms. Unwrapping, uncrossing legs, taking the left thigh, crossing it way over the right thigh, squeezing the inner thighs together, possibly wrapping the lower legs. If the left thigh is on top, then the right elbow will cross over the left. Wrap the hands, shoulders to pelvis. This is our eagle's pose, lying down. Supta. Yeah. Here we go. You ready? Drop the thighs to the right. The arms, the torso, try to turn towards the left. Breathe 1. 2. 3. 4, 5. Inhale, coming back center. Exhale, releasing the arms, releasing the thighs. Find your inversion. If you're using your blankets underneath the hips. You might be using your hands underneath your hips. Knees come up, legs go up. You might be moving into your version of supported legs at the wall or the beginning of halasana where the legs start to drop. Wherever you are, eyes, head, neck in center. Never matters how far we go. Sometimes I'll practice by using my hands to start to lift my hips up, shimmy the shoulders down, away from my ears, and just go to the place where I feel a stretch. Breathe. For each of us, it will be different. More is just more. Go to the place where you can breathe and where you're not working too hard. Very gently bend your knees. Very slowly lower down. Finding your position for your relaxation or resting practice. If you have your essential oils for your aromatherapy, this is a good time for them. Good. Rub the palms together. Breathe in the essence. Allow your arms and legs to drop out, to rest. Find the position of complete support. Follow your breath. Allow your body to stay in this position while you're breathing of rest. Listening to the sound of our bowl. Slowly bring movement to fingers and toes. Feeling the sensation support. Rolling onto your side. Gradually coming into the seated position. We close with one long, strong Om, mindful, aware, connected, blessed, beyond all comprehension. We have all the tools. Now we have to put them into action. Inhale. Inhale, reach the arms skyward, gently place the palms together, move them past the mind's eye, drop them down to the heart center. Blessings to each of you. Thank you for moving, for breathing, for being, allowing me to move along and lead you in this practice. Namaste.